The chances are you've never heard of Dux Qest Plumbing. If you haven't, after watching this, you'll want to check you don't have a leaky home. The system has been bursting in houses for 30 years, but the government's never warned us about it. Heather Dux has been investigating.
Behind many walls, under the floors, one of the biggest problems plaguing plumbing, black-coloured plastic pipes branded Dux Qest. If your house has it, plumbers say you have to replace it.
It's going to cost me close to $4,000 just for the plumbing alone.
Leaks springing from the Dux Qest piping have flooded Joanne Garden's house 3 times, and she's been told it'll just keep leaking. Dux Qest was installed with fervour in houses in the late 70s and 80s. It was among the first generation of plastic piping, replacing copper. But by the 90s...
manufactured under the trade name of Qest Dux, have been failing in homes around the country.
The pipes and fittings started bursting and leaking.
They will break quite easily. So that's what you don't want. To think that I can just break that in my hands is a bit sad.
Plumber Peter Jackson reckons he gets called to Dux Qest leaks 3 or 4 times a week. He refits an entire home plumbing system every fortnight.
This house here, in fact, they had a big flood in the kitchen. They had a leak in the kitchen ceiling, and the whole ceiling fell onto the kitchen, and then the water damaged the timber flooring that was underneath.
Most of the major insurance companies have told us if they know Dux Qest is in a house, they won't cover plumbing leaks or will place restrictions on the policy. If you Google Dux Qest, you'll find websites warning prospective homeowners about checking the plumbing before buying the house, but people are still making the mistake. An official warning has never been issued. So we asked Housing and Building Minister Maurice Williamson for an interview. His office said no.
You've put in a request. I know nothing of which you speak.
After being briefed, he eventually agreed to talk, telling us 20 to 40,000 homes had Dux Qest installed.
It's not been raised with me until today ever, which is an interesting indication that it's not a big issue, and it's long and truly out of its warranty period.
Joanne Garden knew nothing about Dux Qest when she bought her house 4 years ago. Now she'll be paying to replace it.
I can't afford it. My 82-year-old father is going to have to, I'm going to have to get a loan from him.
The manufacturer has changed its name and owners since the product was withdrawn 24 years ago. They didn't want to talk to us. Heather Dux, 1 News.